here's an important point. Collaborating with local veteran organizations can be part of your military branding strategy. This aligns you with trusted community resources and highlights your commitment to supporting veterans. When it comes to creating and maintaining a robust and impactful veteran hiring program, it really does take a village. So the more like-minded people and groups you can have in your corner, the better. That being said, after 9/11, over 40,000 nonprofit groups sprung up across our country to provide different services to our veterans and their families. Therefore, it may be difficult for you to identify which groups you should support. Often, consulting with the veteran employees in your office is a good start, and you can find other resources online. If you're determining which veteran organization to support and you have a veteran ERG in place, start with them. They can discuss the issue together and provide your leadership with their top 3 choices. Not consulting with them could actually be disrespectful. Many veteran organizations exist to help America's employers connect with transitioning service members, veterans and military spouses who want civilian jobs. Partnering with these groups can expand your recruiting efforts and provide your company with a pipeline of qualified candidates who meet your hiring needs. But perhaps more importantly, collaborating with veteran groups sends a clear message to your veteran employees that you care about their community and want to do more. However you want to support veterans, from organizing a coat drive for homeless veterans to starting an internship program for veterans, chances are that a group already exists in your community and can be a resource for you. To demonstrate this idea, here's a quick real-life example I learned about regarding community collaboration that made a big difference in many lives. I talked to a company out in Colorado, and they told me about a community collaboration they developed, actually kind of accidentally. They were working with a nonprofit group, the American Legion, in their part of the state. And someone from the Legion, which was located right near their office, just a few blocks away, contacted someone there in HR and told them about a coat drive they were doing. Because winter was coming, they knew there would be a number of homeless vets and veteran family members cold on the streets. And they said, we're doing this coat drive, can you help? Well, the HR professional who got it thought, I don't know, we don't really do much with veterans yet, but let me talk about it. She talked with a couple of folks there, and they said, yes, we can help. All it required her to do was send out a company-wide email highlighting the American Legion's coat drive and told them about the details that would be required, which were not many at all. If they would gather the coats in on a particular day, the American Legion would come up with a big van, take those coats, and hand them out appropriately. So she sent out one email and then a follow-up email a few days before the coat drive, reminding people, these are veterans down the street who need help in our community. Let's help them. This is a good opportunity to clean out your closets. They received hundreds of coats for veterans and their family members. They all came in on the same day. People brought them in. They had a dedicated space to leave them. The American Legion came up, couldn't believe how many coats were there, took them back, and we're of course going to be able to pass them out to everybody. They not only made a big difference with the American Legion that day, but they created probably a lifelong relationship with that organization. That company was able to send a loud message to the veterans in that part of Colorado that they cared about veterans. They sent that same message to their veteran employees. And they also didn't realize at the time, but the American Legion had a decent pipeline of veterans who were looking for new career opportunities. And they shared that list with that company so they could create their own pipeline of veterans coming in. So just by doing what in their mind was a small thing, but in fact it was a great effort for the veterans, they really created a community collaboration and made a big difference in their local community. Anyone, any company can take steps like that day in and day out. And this isn't something that you necessarily have to create from scratch. Across the country, there are some local community collaboration organizations that you can join. Here are 3 examples that exist in Georgia, Arizona, and Iowa. Vetlanta. Networks throughout the greater Atlanta community find organizations with like-minded values that may have opportunities for veterans, including businesses, academia, nonprofit groups, and government organizations. You can see the URL on the screen. The Arizona Coalition for Military Families, a nationally recognized public-private partnership focused on building Arizona's statewide capacity to care for and support all service members, veterans, and their families. And then Home Base Iowa, again, a public-private partnership that provides a high level of commitment to Iowa's veterans, their transition service members, and their families related to transition, employment, and education.